Welcome to Meet the Kinetic Sculpture Race. I'm your host, T Madness. I want to introduce our captain, Action Pat, team leader and creator of Overly Cap Kinetic, veteran racer since 2016.
Thanks for having me on, Tracy. As a 2004 alumni of Carroll Community College, I'm happy to be back on campus, even if remotely.
Tell me a little bit about this race. A lot of people don't even know about it.
Well, it's really hard to describe a very visual art thing in words, but here's my best go. It's a human-powered, amphibious, all-terrain work of art.
And we got to go through some obstacles and 15 long miles through the city.
It's not even just going through the streets of Baltimore, even though that's hard enough in itself. It also has to float, make a water crossing at Canton Harborfront Park, go through a sand pit, a mud pit, not to mention go up Battery Avenue by Federal Hill.
Pat, tell everybody about the engineering and how you make these custom creations that we actually put our parade float sculpture on top of.
Well, most people start out with a bicycle, but the problem with a bicycle is that it usually only has one drive wheel. If you add 3 wheels, then you can have at least 2 drive wheels. Sometimes you can make all 3 run, which is something I attempted last year. Our go-to sculpture for the most part has been a 4-wheel drive, 4-person sculpture. And on that sculpture, we've had everything from a shark to a dinosaur riding a DeLorean to what ended up being a 4-person fire engine.
Pat, what is the most memorable thing that ever happened to all of us during the race?
Well, by far, the thing that most people have heard about in terms of the Canton Harborfront water crossing is our 4-person fire engine that we flipped in Canton Harbor.
Pat, after the flip, what did it feel like to be in the harbor with your sculpture upside down?
Well, we made it 3/4 of the way through the obstacle, and we actually were starting to get confident that we might actually make land again. It's pretty obvious that we had messed up our flotation pretty early on. We forgot to put something back where it was supposed to go, and the whole thing was just unsteady. And so there came a point where it started to list in one way, and we didn't correct that. And all of a sudden, I felt it going, and we just all had to kind of jump for it. And once it rolled over, it stayed rolled over. It ended up taking our whole team, plus a couple of pit crew members to jump in, not to mention some of the water rescue guys from Baltimore City Fire Department. But all working together, we were able to flip it over and finish the race.
Pat, tell me a little about the awards we've won.
Well, for starters, if you have a ridiculous flip in the water, that might get you the Golden Flipper Award. We've also taken home Best Pit Crew, Sock Creature of the Universe, the Theme Award, which is for having whatever theme AVAM comes up with, the Engineering Award, and the Grand Mediocre Champion Award. The Grand Mediocre Champion Award we took home in 2022 for a time-traveling dinosaur riding a DeLorean.